Hey guys, it's Archon. Welcome to Inferno Wednesday. I'm actually going on vacation starting tomorrow for about a week. I won't be back till next Wednesday, so I won't be here to do Inferno Friday, so we're doing it today. Today I want to talk about the gold floor being dropped, a new interview with the lead designer of Diablo 1 and 2, and the possibility of a ladder coming to Diablo 3. So first of all, if you haven't heard yet, a few days ago Diablo decided to lower the gold floor on the RMAH. This means that you used to be able to sell 10 million gold for as little as 25 cents. Now you can sell 50 million gold for as little as 25 cents. Now a lot of people thought that this meant that it would hit the gold floor immediately as soon as they dropped it, that you'd be able to go and buy a billion gold for $5. I was pretty sure that wouldn't happen, and it didn't. Right now, I'm on the RMAH and it looks like it's leveled out at about $1, just over $1. You can get a billion gold for $20.80. So it is a little bit lower than it used to be. It used to cost $25 for a billion, but it hasn't gone down too much yet. Now I'm going to guess that it's going to continue to just slowly drop over time. Maybe it'll hit the gold floor eventually, but I doubt it will in the next month or so. At this point, we can only speculate as we have very little information about the future of the gold prices. But I would say if you're thinking about buying some gold, wait a little while. I bet it'll go below $1 in the next few weeks. Also, Grimiku just made this really exciting post on the Diablo 3 forums. He says we're investigating the possibility of adding a ladder-like system to Diablo 3. This is something that a lot of us have been hoping for to get maybe in the expansion or in a big patch beforehand, and it looks like they're really considering it. They say nothing is concrete yet, but we'd love to hear from you about what you'd like to see in this kind of feature. Now, you guys know Blizzard, and you know that they typically don't share features with us unless they're really considering adding it to the game. And the fact that they're already asking for feedback gets me really excited about the possibility of a ladder system. So they asked 5 questions here, and they're looking for responses. I'll link this forum post in the description below so you guys can make your responses on there if you want to share your feedback. It looks like they're listening, but I'll give you guys my opinion. The first 2 questions are, would you like access to a separate auction house, and would you like to include player trading via the trade window? Now, I know there's going to be a lot of opinions on these 2 questions. I have a strong opinion myself. I think a lot of people who are big fans of the Diablo 2 ladder system are going to say no auction house, but allow player trading, get it back to how it was in D2 where you have to find people to trade with. But I think things have changed since then. We have more players on Diablo 3. We have the internet, which has grown a lot. People are a lot more aware of sites like D2 JSP. And personally, I think no auction house, no trading, all BOA. Now, I know that removing trading completely isn't an ideal situation. Trading can be a lot of fun, but let me tell you why I think it's the best option. I think the first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is the point of a ladder system? And I would say that the main point of a ladder system is to add a level of competition to the game. There are some nice bonuses like an economy reset, but those are just byproducts of the actual ladder system. I think the real point is to allow us to compare ourselves to other players. It lets us measure our skill, the amount of effort we're putting into the game, and of course the amount of time we're putting into the game. I know a lot of players wish that time wasn't a factor, but I don't think there's really any way to get away from that in a traditional ladder system. But if we allow trading, it's also going to be a measurement of how good you are at trading, how much time you spend on sites like D2 JSP, and of course how much real money you put into the ladder system. In the Diablo 3 ladder, it's probably going to be a measurement of your Paragon level, which means you're going to get to max level very quickly, and then at that point, anyone can find the best items in the game. With hundreds of thousands of people playing, it won't be too long until amazing items are posted online, and then anyone can just go and buy it with real money and have a really significant advantage. It seems hard to believe you'd even be able to compete at the top levels unless you were going to third-party sites and doing trading with either your own items in gold or more likely with real money. I think that it is unfortunate that you'd have to get rid of trading, because it's nice to be able to find an item and give it to your friend and be like, hey, look, I found this for you, or to make swaps and improve your own gear. But I don't think it's worth it. I think we should keep the integrity of the ladder system, make all items BOA on the ladder, and just make it all about effort, skill, and time. I think it'd be much more enjoyable. But that's just my 2 cents. Let me know how you feel about it. The last 3 questions I don't have as strong of an opinion about. The next question is, how long would you like the resets to be? It doesn't matter too much to me. Maybe 1 to 3 months. You guys let me know what you think. Some of the people that wrote in the comments said that they think it should be a different amount of time each time. Kind of like Path of Exile. Have some long ones, have some short ones. That could be interesting. I think there's pros and cons to that. How many character slots should we enable? doesn't matter to me too much. Someone said just one character slot. That way you have to commit to the character you chose. I don't see the big advantage of that, but maybe you guys have some insight. And should the characters take up existing slots you currently have? I would say no. I don't think there's a real benefit to making it take up your current character slots, except maybe the Blizzard on server space. But I was surprised to see that some people on the forum thought that it should, thought that you shouldn't be able to make new character slots. But you guys give me your opinions. Again, there's a link to those forums if you guys want to voice your opinion on there as well. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about was this interview with the lead designer on Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. He gives his opinion on Diablo 3. It's kind of a short interview, so you guys can read it. It's also linked below. He did seem to be a bit disappointed with Diablo 3, but he was very gentle. There's a big quote here. He says, "It's a tough thing to follow up on the success of Diablo and Diablo 2 and not encroach on the territory of World of Warcraft." So he didn't talk too much on specifics, but later in the interview, he did say here he thinks that the layout of the dungeons isn't random enough, and a lot of players have complained about this as well. He says it takes away from the minute-to-minute exploration of the world, whereas in Diablo 2, you had to take a while trying to find the exit. You didn't know exactly where it was going to be. In most of the Diablo 3 dungeons, you know exactly what direction you have to head in. You can find it very quickly, even though there is some randomness. I think a lot of players agree we should have more randomness to the dungeons. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. We haven't heard a lot of talk from the devs, but I guess we'll see. But it was a pretty interesting interview with the lead designer of Diablo and Diablo 2. Again, very short, but you can read it below if you want to see more about that. Before I end the video, let's do our weekly 50 million gold giveaway. Each week I pick one random comment below, and that person wins 50 million gold on EU or US. Last week's winner was ZZ Factor ZZ, and he said like, and so you win, Factor. 50 million gold is all yours. If you guys win on the channel, all you have to do is come on over to twitch.tv. My channel is linked below in the description. Let me know through chat, or more likely through a message since I don't always see chat, and let me know that you've won. I'll have you prove it's you on YouTube, and then I'll get you your 50 million gold. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be gone for a week, but I'll be back next week with more Inferno Friday. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll have another one for you soon.